heck? I have a bunch of sawdust on me. Sorry, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Shadeless Den. It's your boy Shadeless. I'm here for another review of another product. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Evo 8. Bada bing, bada boom. And the question today is, will it dual PC? Stay tuned. Welcome everybody to the lovely YouTube channel. It's your boy Shadeless, and this is the Shadeless Den. Before we go ahead and get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that lovely notification bell. That way you can keep up on all my new videos that I release. Furthermore, if you like the video, hit that thumbs up. If you don't like it, hit that thumbs down. It is what it is. I also want to let you know that I'm primarily a streamer. I stream on Twitch. My days are Monday through Thursday, and I start around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hit me up with that follow. The Evo 8 is a great product. It's going to set you back about $200, and it can be used with a single PC, dual PC, or possibly a console. All right. Enough of the chit chat. Let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy. Now, just a reminder, I mean, everybody and their grandma probably knows this already, but when you're cutting it open, just make sure to be careful. Take it slow. Don't rush the process. Simply enjoy the process. So we're going to take out our handy dandy lovely knife blade here. We're going to just slice this bad boy open. And free at last. We have the box here. Like I said, beautiful box. Seems like quality to me. And let's go ahead and open this bad boy and see what's inside. Overall weight with the box and everything feels pretty. I mean, it's not crazy heavy, but there's a little bit of chunk to it. You know what I mean? And here we are. First things first, we have at the top here, we have a lovely little manual and gives you details, a little quick start guide almost. And gives you details about the product itself. It goes over the buttons, it goes over, you know, the ports, etc. It also shows you some awesome features that it has. And we're going to take off the crown here, and here we are. We got the Evo 8 wrapped in some plastic. We're going to go ahead and take this out here. And we have our lovely USB-C to USB-C cable. I love the fact that they do that. Looks like the packaging here is taped. Let me go ahead and take out the blade. We're going to slice this open. Get that out of here. Unravel this bad boy. And like I said, as I'm touching it here, the quality, I mean, it's great. It's a beautiful little product. A little bit of give there. The knob itself, the main knob feels really nice when you turn it. But yeah, like I said, the build quality, you can press it in. You could do some damage to it if you wanted to. It's a harder plastic, but there's a little bit of squeak, a little bit of give to it. Now it's time to go through some of the lovely buttons. Let's go over the buttons. The buttons themselves, when you press them, they have a really nice response. What I mean by that is that you know that you're actually pressing the button. I really like that. The main knob itself it's not a button that you can press, but when you turn it, it's very nice and smooth. I just knew where it was going to leave off. It had a really good response. Now let's go ahead and go over all the inputs and outputs. Coming back to the front, we have each input numbered 1 through 4. Number 1 for number 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, 4 for 4. And these inputs are mainly used for microphones or any other input that you want to input into it. Coming to the front here, you have your output 1 and your output 2. And then furthermore, you have a line in for an instrument. Keep in mind when you utilize this input on the front here, it's going to take over input 1 on the back. Coming back up to the top of the unit itself, we have the volume controls for your output 1 and your output 2. And if you long press them, they'll mute. Coming to the back of the unit, we have our USB-C port here for power. We have two more outputs on the back here used for monitors. Keep in mind, if you start to use these, they'll cancel out the outputs on the front. And lastly, we have our 4 inputs that you can use with microphones or anything else you want to connect to it. Now, how on earth do we connect this to 2 PCs? It's going to be a little bit messy, but I'll show you how I did it. So step 1, USB-C connects to the back of the gaming rig. Step 2, you want to go ahead and connect your XLR mic to input 1 here. Step 3, you're going to want to connect your 3.5mm cable to the output of your streaming rig, and then connect it to the input here in number 2 so you can hear your stream alerts and all of that fun stuff. Step 4, you're going to want to connect your headphones to headphone output 1. In the second output, I have the audio that's going from the audio interface, gaming audio, and anything else that I have connected to it, being sent out into the streaming PC. This will include my microphone, my gaming audio, etc. And then I wanted to talk about these little bad boys here. This is a ground loop noise isolator. I highly recommend grabbing 2 or 3 of these. You're going to need them to eliminate that ground noise. I'll put a link to the description of these below. Another way that you can set this up is if you have this connected directly to your streaming rig, the USB-C cable, and then from there you can connect the 3.5mm cable here to the output of your gaming rig. You can then connect it directly to the input port 2 on the back. And so if you ever wanted to adjust your gaming audio, you can press 2 and then adjust it however you want. And then in the front, you'd connect your headphone jack to the port 1 here, and then you can control the volume right there. So easy does it. So you have your streaming rig audio here, you have your gaming rig audio here, and that's all you would need. Now, if you have it set up like this, you have to set up something else to enable your microphone to be used within game chat and within Discord and the like. But if you don't care about using in-game chat or anything like that, you don't have to worry about that. But if you have more questions about how to do that, ask me below and I'll let you know how I did that. Let's talk about gain control. To control the gain of your microphone, all you're going to do is tap on number 1 here and then adjust it. And as you can see, I have it about right here because I have the Shure SM7B connected to a lifter on the back, and that is why I have the 48 volts here turned on, so that it can properly power the lifter and then the mic as well. And the cool part about this is you can do this with every channel that you have here. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and for each channel you can enable phantom power, which is really nice. So let's say you have 4 other microphones in the back that all need phantom power. You literally just tap on number 2, for instance, 48 volts. 3, boom. 4, boom. Bada bing, bada boom. And you can literally power 4 different condenser mics. I wanted to also show you another feature. Another way that you can control your gain is if you press and hold this green button here. As you can see, it turns green and it starts to flash. And when it starts to flash, you select the appropriate microphone that you want to do smart gain on. And then after you select the one that you want to do, you tap on this green mic again. And then after that, you talk for about a minute or 2, and it will properly set the gain for your microphone. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So we're back. We have it all adjusted here. I turned it up actually. Still about like right here. I'm going to turn it back to where we were. Awesome. So yeah, that is a little taste of how smart gain works. Just to kind of go over it again, you tap the green button, you select the microphone that you want to do smart gain for, you press it again, it then starts to do a little light show here indicating that the smart gain is working, and you literally just talk into the mic and you repeat things over and over and over at the level of volume that you're going to be using on a normal basis. And then it sets the gain. So that's a cool feature. Did someone say software? Yeah, let's check it out. We need to download the software used with the Evo 8. So we're going to go to Evo's website here. We're going to go to products and we're going to click on Evo 8. When you get to the next screen after clicking on Evo 8, you're going to scroll down a little bit and go to downloads on the top right corner. And then you're going to be confronted with the download stuff. So we're going to go ahead and download the Windows driver. And then there's also a quick start guide. As soon as you have the Evo software installed, to launch it sometimes, you either can go down here and just simply type in Evo and then bada bing bada boom. And then after typing that, on the lower right hand side, click on the arrow, right click on this E, and then show mixer at the very top. Now let's go over all of this lovely software here. The only thing that you can really do with this is adjust volumes. You can adjust gain for each of your inputs. Like for example, we had our microphone connected to mic 1. And then we had the incoming sound from the streaming PC connected to mic 2 here. So if I wanted to hear the streaming PC, I would simply just turn up the volume and then I'd be able to hear it within my headphones. The same thing with mic number 1. If you want to hear yourself talk, simply move the volume bar up here. Another thing that you can do is you can control the gains of each product as well, which is really nice. And you can also activate phantom power. Furthermore, if you want to mess with the master mix volume, you can do so on the top right. And if you ever want to adjust it so it's PC 1 and 2, you can do the same with that, and then so on and so forth. If you wanted to set up a loop back so it loops to a different type of software program or something of that nature, you can also do that as well. Furthermore, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to change the main output to outputs 1 and 2 or your main output. So to do that, you go down to the bottom right, you click on the arrow, you're going to right click on the Evo software. You're going to do set loopback source and you're going to select master mix. But from the streamer's perspective, the only thing that you really need to know in this setup here is with this fader, just make sure that your microphone is adjusted here so you can hear yourself if you want to monitor your voice. And then do the same here so you can actually hear what's coming from your streaming PC. Bada bing, bada boom. That's all you really need to know with this software and how it works with a dual PC setup. For more information regarding this software and the things that you can do with it, I recommend reaching out to Audient and their website to learn more about it. So simple, sleek. Does it work with a dual PC setup? It works okay. It works okay. So let's talk about that. When I'm live streaming, this thing it's pretty hard to control for what I do. I do dancing things. I have to change different volume levels when I'm, being really loud and playing music really loud, etc. So it's kind of hard to control in that aspect. So would I recommend it with a dual PC setup? Probably not. But if you are more talented than me, you probably can make this work. But for me, it just doesn't make the cut. I would rather use a Rodecaster Pro or a Go XLR if I had to. And the Go XLR I would only use because it has easy ways to route audio. So in regards to performance, I found that if I have this all set up to where this is connected to my gaming rig and it's being sent out to my streaming rig, I found that the streaming audio that's coming back here in the input 2 is really fuzzy. So when I wiggle this, the audio goes in and out, and I have to have it right in the exact place. So the other way that you can set this up is you can connect this directly to your streaming rig. And then what you have to do is you have to connect this 3.5mm cable to the back of your gaming rig on the output and send it here into this input. However, when you do that, it's in mono, and as a result, the sound is just horrendous. It just doesn't sound well for gaming. You don't get that left and right action going on. It's just nasty. And furthermore, you get that issue of when I wiggle this, the sound goes in and out, and let's say you have a song and someone's doing the high notes and someone's doing the low notes, it kind of switches between whoever's doing the high notes and the low notes. And I don't know if it is specifically my adapter here that's giving me the problems. I don't know for sure. I think I'm using all the right cables, but this this just doesn't work well. I mean, maybe if you used an XLR input instead, a 3.5 to XLR input, maybe that would work a little bit better and you have more of a secure fit. But what with my setup and my 1/4 inch jack here, it just didn't really do its job. And that was, I'm really sad because the best part about this product is its size. It doesn't take up a lot of room at all. The sound of the microphone is great. The headphone sound and the sound that's coming out of the headphone port is phenomenal. And so for that regard, I really, really like this unit. But if you have a dual PC setup, you could make this work if you had to. You know what I mean? You could make this work if you had to. But if you have a single PC setup, highly recommend this. Highly recommend it. Now, I wish that Audient would release some sort of software that you could enable, like noise gate suppression, etc. I wish that they would release that so bad, because I think that this could take over the streaming market if they did that. Furthermore, this issue on the back, anything else that you plug in that's an input, man, I'm telling you, whatever comes in, it just sounds like garbage. It is just not quality. That's exactly what drew me to this product, is the ability to have numerous inputs and outputs. And because I couldn't get that, and it didn't work for my setup, I was just really discouraged. But overall, if I were to grade this or scale this from 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a 6 or a 7. I mean, the build quality is okay. The use of it is great. The sound quality of the mic and headphone ports, it's just, it's great. It's great. So overall, I hope that you like this review, but would I recommend this for a dual PC setup? Probably not. It's kind of hard to control all the volumes for everything. Like if I'm, for instance, trying to turn up volume for my stream, I have to tap this and turn. And then, oh, I want to do mine too. Tap this and turn. Oh, the mic 2 isn't loud enough over here. Or the sound coming into the input 2 on the back isn't loud enough. Tap this, turn. I mean, it's a cool concept, but I prefer faders. So overall, I like it. $200, and I'll leave a link to the description below. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like I said before, if you liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me that thumbs down. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you want to see videos in the future. Furthermore, I want to let you know again that I stream on Twitch. I'd love to see you Monday through Thursday around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you feel up to it, hit that follow button. And if you really feel up to it, hit that subscribe button. Love ya. Peace!